fellow drum collectors, just like I told you, here we are in Chicago, the 2009 Vintage and Custom Show put on by Rob Cook. We're going to go in for the first time right now. You're going to see it as I see it. So here we go. We're going to be looking for Dave Brown. We're going to be looking for Mike Corrado, Bunny Carlos, B3, that's William Ludwig III. They're all here. Let's go see what we've got this year. Come on. All right. Welcome to the wonderful world of vintage drum collecting. This is the 2009 show in a whole new venue. Pay no attention to this clown. We're going to talk to him just a little bit later. The British have invaded. He's got plenty of stories, some really good ones this year, along with Mike Corrado. And we're going to be back in just a bit to show you in depth what happened to Dave Brown this year. You're not going to believe it. Follow us. All right, here we go again. There's so many terrific things at this show. I found a fantastic drum. Sir, what is your name?
Matt Madonia.
All right, he's going to tell us a little bit about this Lady Black Elite here. This is a beautiful condition. What do you know about this drum?
I believe it's a late 20s. Came from the family who had it originally, whose father bought it originally. It has the original stand and some accessories with it. It's kind of a neat piece to find out of the woods. Unrestored.
It has been restored. It needs to be restored.
It hasn't been.
So this is totally untouched, folks. This is the pressed pattern. Now, I have one that I bought from Bunny Carlos years ago, but it's not in the same condition as this was. This is perfect for cleaning up. Any collector would have a great time fixing this up. They wouldn't have to send it out or anything. The drum that I have would need to go to Adrian Kirschler and get fixed up. It's got the correct strainer, original calfskin heads. All the knobby gold is very good on it, and I hope you get a great price for this. I'm surprised this drum is still here. Also, he's got the great stand here with the knobby gold still intact on it. So this is a real good deal, and this is the kind of stuff that I keep telling you guys you're going to find at this great show. I hope you have a good show today. We'll see you on the next one. We're going to talk to Mike Corrado. We're going to see Dave Brown, the Chicago show, 09. You can't beat it. We're back here with Matt. No, I was going to walk away from his table, but I couldn't walk away because I saw another fantastic black beauty here. This, Mike Corrado's kind of interested in this. It's got a very interesting scroll pattern on it. It's larger. The finish, once again, is in pretty good shape. Why don't you tell us about this, Matt? What's the story with this one?
You know, this was actually a got lucky on eBay purchase. The guy had it, didn't really know much about it, totally unrestored, and I had to have it. And now it's to pay for my son's tuition sale.
You know, a lot of guys are here selling stuff for just that reason. Money's tight, people are selling things off at the Chicago show 09. If you were here, you'd be getting in on these deals. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, people are going to be walking away with some really nice drums at some really good prices. Thanks again, Matt. He's got a nice guitar here to show us.
Guitar player, we got a 59 Strat here.
Oh, yeah. 59 Strat for all you guitar folks. Beautiful. We'll be back. Carl, that's the third year in a row that you've done that for me. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Some of these people aren't really sure, where did Carl Waldman come from? Where did you learn to play?
Well, actually, I came from Mr. and Mrs. Waldman.
Okay, very good answer. Very good answer.
I've lived in Chicago all my life. I currently reside in Westmont, and I'm unavailable for anything.
Carl Waldman, ladies and gentlemen, he always amazes me with his beautiful brush technique. Thank you very much, Carl.
Thank you.
Well, look what we have here. Color wraps. I've been wanting to talk to these guys. They've got a whole setup here. Look at this. These are the color wrap samples. They've got some in here that maybe we can take, but they're beautiful. And I'm telling you, I'm touching them. They look really good. I'm definitely going to have to look into this. Color wraps. Show the wall. Loma.
Jim.
Finally, he's been here since the very first show. He's one of the top collectors around here. He's at every show, and we look forward to seeing that we're doing something about very strange drums now. And he's got one to show us that Mike Corrado bought one last year. It's called a Smoothie, but here's another version and Joe's going to tell us all about that drum. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Here's a Smoothie. Smoothie Products. You got that?
Oh, yeah.
Patent applied for Virginia, Minnesota. I grew up in Eveleth, Minnesota, which is 2 miles away. So I hung out in Virginia all the time. Lalonde, who made these drums, designed a drum. But now Mike Corrado has one. In fact, that came from a friend of mine from Minnesota. But Mike has the one with just 2 tuning rods. This one has 4. And this one is also a tenor drum. It never had any snare wires.
I see.
So, but I'll show this end of the drum. The beauty of this was you could take a calfskin head, and if you didn't know how to tuck your head or didn't have that expertise, and it was tough to do, you could just unscrew these, put the calfskin head on and screw it tight, and then put the rim onto the drum and put your 4 tension rods in. And then you tighten it.
So you never have to worry about tucking a head.
No, you didn't have to know how to tuck
Which was a
head.
bitch to do.
That's beautiful. That was smooth, man. That was smooth.
Now, what are we calling this finish?
This finish was real crappy, we call it that, but it's kind of an anniversary sparkle, black sparkle, but it has copper and silver mixed. And you can see another funny thing about this drum, that handle is stock. Factory.
I'm surprised. It looks like something from a kitchen drawer in the 50s.
That's where it came from, I'm sure, but you can see it inside. It's same screws holding it in and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's stock, so you can
see we have Slingerland.
Slingerland lugs, and the rods look like they could have been, they almost look like Gretsch, but not quite. I don't know who. It's probably an older version of a rod. So.
And what's the reason for this? Is this just a design?
That's to give it strength where the tension rod goes. You see, you need more strength there because you're applying the tension. You know, like if you notice the one Mike has, it's real thick right there because there's only 2 rods.
It almost looks like it's just cosmetic, but it serves the purpose.
No, it's function. Yeah.
So are these the only 2 that you know of, or?
No, there's another White Marine. There's another one I got it to a friend of mine, and it's a snare drum. It's probably the nicest one.
Really?
And I'll probably get it back one of these days, but who knows? Yeah. So
that's a fantastic drum. I mean, I appreciate you showing us this.
All right.
I've always wanted to talk to you and get you on film here, but...
Well, since I got you, one more thing. If you'll know it, I forgot. Each rim has, I don't know why, but there's just two holes.
I see that.
They're not threaded, just 2 holes. Originally, you almost would think they're for snare wires going through, but it's not. Yeah, it is. That's what it is. Okay. What am I thinking? It's been a long day. So you could put snare wires, I guess, through the holes.
There you go.
But I believe this is a tenor drum anyway.
Yeah, it has that look.
I think it's a tenor drum.
Well, there you have it, folks. Joe Loma with a Smoothie drum. It's been a pleasure to talk to you finally, and we'll see you again at next year's show.
We'll see you next year. I'll bring something weird, okay?
Thanks, Joe.
Okay, thanks.
We haven't even gone around the first time yet. It's the Chicago show.